Like, yes, literally. Let's talk about the political and state of the world.
Not the finger clapping.
Clock that, clock that.
Clip it.
Clip that. Put me on Twitter. Actually, don't put me on Twitter. I hate Elon Musk. Like,
It's not called Twitter. It's called X.
bruh.
That was the main
It's
reason why I hate
stupid.
it. Why?
What? And
Don't fix.
Oh my
Wait, what's that
God.
one saying? Don't fix
Fixing
what's
that
not broken.
Not broken. And that's
yeah, literally.
bro. Me and my sister were just talking about this because we were talking about like all of the things that the government is like trying to fix, but it's like these are not the things that we need fixed. Like nobody asked for you to repeal gay marriage, and I literally was talking to my sister too. If the media never covered the fact that gay marriage was legal, it would have never been an issue.
Yeah.
The media was like, gay marriage is legal, like fight for gay marriage to be legal. All of a sudden,
All
it's
of a
everyone's
sudden,
business. Like
everybody's interested
everyone's
in law.
all of a sudden
Like-
everyone's a law student. Like, oh my God, you watched Legally Blonde once and now you're a law student. Oh my God. Like, these are like the gay marriage, the female reproductive rights, like these are all laws that have nothing to do with other people. Like, these laws are things that will only affect the things it'll only affect the people that it affects, but anyone else, it doesn't affect you. Like,
Literally.
if you don't use birth control, reproductive rights laws, like being pro reproductive rights, it'll
Why are you
never
pressed
it'll
about it?
never affect you. Like, you could just not get birth control. Like, that's, and no one's forcing you to get birth control. And like the gay marriage thing, like if a gay man is getting married in Nebraska and you live in Idaho, how will it affect you? How is it affecting you? Like, it literally doesn't pertain to you at all.
It's just always power.
It is.
It's not even the sole fact of whatever the issue is. It's the sole fact that people want power and the need to, the power to say yes or no to things. Like, oh, you can and you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. But like, I'm saying you can't. So I feel powerful.
Yeah. And honestly, like, we're so screwed because
they can't take any like opposition thoughts.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so polarized. Like, nobody can even have a conversation. Like, because both sides get so passionate about it.
Yeah.
But like, a lot of the things that younger people get passionate about is like things that will actually affect us. Like, like, you know, I would love to buy a house. I really want to buy a house. I want a backyard. Like, I want a car.
God forbid a girl want a picket fence. Like, I just want a good house.
God forbid a woman wants to live in the suburbs. like, y'all
I
got
just want to
me.
be a soccer mom with a 3-bedroom house. Like,
I don't even want 2 stories. I don't want 2 stories. I don't want stairs in my house. I just want more than 2 bedrooms, a backyard, and a garage. That's it. And parking.
Oh, parking.
God forbid a woman parks by her house. God forbid a girl wants parking. God forbid a girl wants a laundry machine. Like, these are all things that I want, and like extra $800 to get it.
Yeah,
I can't live like this anymore.
I am not moving out anytime soon.
No, yeah, that's just
Pretty depressing thought. Yeah. Anyways.
unless this podcast takes up. I'm trying to make it at the
You're gonna get an invoice. Pay me that $800 for my episode. I need a laundry
here's
machine.
this. If anybody that has been on my podcast, if it ever blows up, anybody that was on the podcast before it blew up that didn't get paid, we're all going on a vacation. Fully paid. A brand trip.
I'm
gonna take us on a brand. Okay, I was already talking about this at work, and I was like,
trip with the OGs.
if I ever like was an influencer that got invited on a brand trip, I would so do what Alex Earl does and be like, I'm bringing all my friends.
She brings all her friends.
She brings like her sister, all her friends. Like, it's like a full, like, she took them all to Coachella.
I feel like
she
I saw something along
But
those
even
lines.
like last year, like the fact that she, like, oh, Poppy's taking me to Coachella. Oh,
Yeah.
I want a house. but I don't want to bring like other influencers. I want to bring my friends. Like, I do
Imagine
that
having
too.
that power though.
And that's what
Like
I hope
it's
to
Alex
have.
Earl. Of course, they said, "Well, we want you, so we'll do anything to
Yeah,
have you."
literally.
Like that's crazy.
That's how I'm trying to be, y'all. See, make the right people famous.
No, and like that's what I want to be. Not an influencer, the plus one. You know, like like no responsibility, no like fucking if you get canceled, like I won't get canceled. I'm just kidding. No, I probably will.
Why
But
would
you
I
know
get
what I mean?
canceled? You're the
No,
third.
just in case.
You're the third person to say that I would get canceled, and I really don't know why everyone thinks that I would get canceled.
I'm not
Guys,
saying,
I'm a good person.
I'm not saying you would. I'm
Oh.
saying if you did, like that
That's
responsibility.
not even speaking into existence.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. I would just really like to be a plus one to those.
And I would
events.
make that happen.
like the
y'all.
best friend of the influencer, or
Yeah.
like the fuck it. If Michael went fucking influencer mode, which I don't think would happen.
Why are we?
I
why
would-
would Michael? Honestly,
well, just like the girl.
oh yeah, yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
I know
like,
what you're saying. Yeah,
like
yeah.
I would be that plus one to whoever's famous,
Yeah.
and I could be behind because I love behind the scenes shit. Like I would like to see how like brand trips get organized.
Yeah.
Like how the whole like marketing is involved into that. Like in movies, I love the whole concept of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like I want to see like the camera work. I want to see like the makeup room, the hair
Yeah.
room, you know, all of that. So anyways, I would like to be behind the scenes but not in front of the camera.
But yeah, okay guys.
Hello.
This is episode 7
Lucky 7.
of Off the Note. Lucky number let's hit up
Yeah.
Vegas.
This was it. This is gonna make you pop off.
Dude, oh, I have a good feeling about it. I can feel it in my veins. I have Andrea. Libra twin is in the house.
You already know. Indecisive as fuck.
Usually to start off the episode, I start off
Mhm.
with like a little easy question, just something to get us in. I want you to blind rank Hit Me Hard and Soft songs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
she
do
knows her
rappers to you. I'm not
guests.
gonna
She
do
knows-
rappers to you. The first time I ever made Andrea blind rank something, I made her blind rank rappers. Kid you not, I named 3 and she didn't know who they were. Like she just did not know them.
Okay, but to be fair, you'll probably see a lot of this in the episode. I am not good with names.
Yeah.
I'm really not good with names. Like, I literally have told her maybe like 25 times, like, wait, can you sing a song real quick? Because I don't know the name.
And one thing about me, I hate when people ask me that. They're like, I'm like, oh, have you heard this song? Oh, sing it for me. No. All of a sudden, whenever someone says like, oh, sing it for me, I forget it. I literally don't know the song anymore. I'll literally be like, oh yeah, for sure.
Literally, your brain just shuts down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine shuts down when you ask me the name of the rapper. Like, I literally don't know.
I don't remember who I named, but it was so funny.
Girl, I don't even remember either.
It was like mid-rush that I was asking you this too. Because mind you, we were at work when I asked her to do this.
I know, that's why I laughed when you said, like, the question. You're like,
Oh.
I'll ask you to blind rank, because it just reminds me of when we worked together. And- I wasn't expecting to cry this early on. Okay. Oh, my eyes getting watery. Anyways, back to the question.
Okay, I'm gonna name 5.
Okay.
Okay, first one. Classic Birds of a Feather.
I don't know. I love that song. But you know how, like, sometimes when they're so popular, it makes you dislike it?
Because it's overplayed.
It's overplayed.
I get that.
But it's just, like, the whole message is so sweet. Fuck, but there's, like, so many other good ones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Fuck, I'm already gonna use my number 3. I'm gonna use my safe spot, number 3.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fuck. Don't say Chihiro.
That one's not on here.
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
do that to you.
Oh, okay, okay.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Alright.
I like name it last. Like number 5. Next one is Blue.
I just love how. Sorry.
She loves every song in this album. That's why I knew this would be hard.
It's because I love Blue because she raps every single song. Not raps as in like raps, but like she brings together references of every single song.
Yeah.
That's why I
It's a
love
good
that
closer.
one.
It's a good ending.
Fuck. Maybe 2.
Okay. So you have 1, 4, and 5 left.
Okay.
The next one is greatest.
Why is that number 1? Oh my god.
Man,
The
am
greatest.
I the
Sing it for me.
greatest?
Okay, fuck, that's so good. I'm gonna go. It doesn't deserve 4 or 5, but it also. I don't know what else you got up your sleeve. I'm gonna go. Fuck, I don't know. I'm gonna start crying. Number 1.
I would have put it at 1 too.
Okay,
That's such a good song.
it's so fucking good.
When she belts that, man, am I the greatest?
No, and the build up for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Go
Like,
ahead.
oh my god, tears. I'm just thinking about the song. I'm just thinking about the song, how beautiful it is. Okay, next one is Skinny.
5.
Okay. I would have put it at 5 too.
Yeah. It was one of my least listened to. Like, it was good, but like
It's just traumatic. Honestly, it's just really
another reminder that like I'm overweight.
another reminder I had an ED when I was little.
Michaela.
Another reminder I need therapy. Thanks, Billy. Okay, last one is Wildflower.
Oh fuck yeah, 4. I'm good. I'm
Honestly,
content. I'm content.
I think I would have put Birds of a Feather at 4 though.
I was close to, but
yeah.
But I love the message.
Yes, very cutesy.
Yeah.
Very good song.
Well, I know Billie Eilish even said that she wasn't expecting Birds of a Feather to be as popular as it was.
Really?
Yeah, her and Phineas said in an interview, and I was like, no way, because it's like number 1, like trending.
I feel like that was like the poppiest song though, so I feel like it was bound to go because all of the other ones are like ballads.
Yeah,
Like they're like gut wrenching, and this
Yeah.
one is like the happiest song.
no, but yeah, they literally said like they didn't expect it to pop off as much as it did. I think that's what they
I
said.
guess, yeah. I guess it's different when the artist is listening to it, but like the first time I listened to the album, I was like, "Oh, this is
it. This is the
single.
TikTok trend one.
And it was.
This is CapCut's number 1.
This is CapCut's new template, dude.
No, and it.
Do you know you can get paid for making
to make a
CapCut
template?
template?
Yes.
Do you know how much you get paid?
No,
Up to $1,000.
dude.
I'm about to make one.
Why haven't you? I feel like that's your calling.
Because it has to go viral.
Oh,
That's the thing. Like you can make one, but if no
Well-
one uses it, then you're not getting paid.
25 cents.
Like,
You get a
nothing is-
deposit of 25 cents.
I think it might have cost me more to make it because I have to pay for CapCut Premium.
How much is CapCut Premium?
Girl, I don't know. I'm not doing that though.
I downloaded it once and then I tried to use it, but then I just deleted the app.
CapCut was my OG. That's what I used to edit everything on.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like it's really, really popular. Like I always get it on TikTok. Like,
Oh, yeah.
try this template.
Lore drop. When I had an edit account,
You don't have it anymore?
I logged into it
Oh,
because
okay.
I wanted to see if like I'm still famous.
50K
And I am.
followers.
I have 635 followers on there.
No way.
And I have like 180,000 likes on my entire account.
Oh shit! Drop
No.
the name. Drop the name.
Fuck no.
It was like Twilight edits.
I did a face reveal on there.
No way.
I did. And then everyone found it. Lucky my friend Sabrina commented on it, and I literally replied to her comment, "How did you find me?" I was like, "How did you find this account?" Like I literally made it so I literally blocked people so they couldn't find it.
Really?
Because I was low-key like embarrassed. Like I was like, edit account is so middle school, but like I created it in quarantine.
Okay.
And
That
then
makes sense.
like everyone is making edit accounts in quarantine, so like I just started making a lot of mutuals, and then their mutuals started following me, and then I just like that's kind of how I
Started
got
networking digitally.
honestly, like people who
Nice.
had edit accounts are
Mhm.
made for the marketing.
Dang.
Because, like, the way that they would network and
Mhm.
like honestly, like it was crazy.
And
Like
I'm
people
sure
were
realizing right now,
people
you need to
were
pursue
making
it.
like full grown full full blown like movie trailers.
Oh wow.
Should I log on and show you one of
Girl,
mine?
You should.
on, let
I
me-
feel like you've showed me one before, but I'm honestly blanking. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like your baby.
Honestly, yeah. I like can't let go of it. Like I haven't posted on there in like 3 years. But like I literally can't let go of it. Like I made so many friends too on there. Like my online moots. That's what they used to call each other.
Moots? Like mutuals?
Yeah. But
Oh.
like they shorten it. Moots. Okay. First question.
Second.
Oh, second. Well, I don't really count the first one, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
The second question.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that you value most in a lot of your friendships?
Oh wow. That went hella deep. It went from fun to deep.
I kind of throw people off guard there.
Yeah, you did. I was expecting blind rank fast food chain.
Bruh,
I'm just
what?
kidding.
Blind rank
In and
In-N-Out menu.
Duh.
Almost like I knew you only like In-N-Out.
I just had it yesterday.
Bro, I know. Oh my god. One thing about Andrea, she gonna get In-N-Out. After every function, she want In-N-Out, bro.
Low key, after a function, it hits more. But
Yeah.
every day, I would too.
Yeah.
Every day's a function.
Every time we'd hang out after work, I'm like, Andrea, what do you want to eat? You know what sounds good? In-N-Out. Like, I think we've only ever been to In-N-Out together after work.
No.
And Handles.
Handles.
That's it.
I fucking love ice cream. You know what? Try their mango. Try their fucking mango. Mango flavored.
Handles?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, who are we talking about?
New milkshake. No, at Handles, mango flavored. It's one of
Okay.
their only 2 vegan options.
It's good.
Fucking delicious.
What if we took it home and put chamoy and tahini on it?
Even better. No, like it's like the perfect.
Wait, we should bring chamoy and tahini with us next time.
We should. No, because you need to try mango. You need to try mango. Everybody, try mango at Handles.
Clock that. Clock that.
That's
Okay,
it.
back to the question.
Oh yeah. One thing I value in friendships,
Like that you see in a lot of the friendships that you have now. Like,
I would say just like humor. Like I just love to laugh.
yeah.
Like if we're laughing, like I'm gonna have a good time. Like it's
When they want me, I'm gonna try to laugh. Try not to laugh now. Try to laugh.
see like this, dude. This is what I live for. Just like friendships where you can like joke about anything. It's not too serious, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like you hang out and you're just hanging out and see what happens, and it's just like everything's funny,
Mm-hmm.
but also like, okay, so humor would be like for fun, but like a real like, what was the phrase you used? Value. A real value would be like honesty. Like sometimes you gotta be straight up, and I don't know, I just feel like you need that in your life sometimes. And like apart from the humor, you also need the serious side.
Yeah.
So I value honesty. Family values, like when they come from like a good family, or even if it's not a good family, but like they want that for themselves when they grow up. Like I want a good family, like have serious goals. I don't know. Right now I feel like we're really stuck though, because we're in like our 20s going to mid 20s. So okay, well, not too soon. I'm about to be 23. Unk. Michaela's face. But like I don't know, I feel like we're all kind of stuck right now. So definitely goals. I want all of us to have goals. I feel like in my friend group and in my friends in general, like if you have goals and something you're striving for, that's something I value. Like we're not just kind of like
stagnant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that'd be my answer.
I think I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like I like to surround myself with driven people. Like people that like they want something for themselves, and it like motivates me to want something for myself.
Exactly.
Like when I see all my friends wanting to achieve things, I'm like,
Mhm.
I want to achieve things too. Like it drives me. And like surrounding yourself by driven people are also supportive people. Like
Mhm.
they're people who are like, I have these things that I want to achieve. I hope that you do the same. Like
Literally.
they're not people that like want to bring you down or like don't want to see you succeed.
Mhm.
And like through the friendships that I have had and like friendships that I have lost, I realized that one thing that's kind of like common in friends that I'm not really friends with anymore is like they're just not as supportive like of you. Like they do want the best for you, but like they're not willing to be the person who helps you become the best.
Yeah.
Like they kind of just watch from afar and are just
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I hope that you get that." But like the friends that I have surrounded myself with now are all
Mhm.
people who are like, I want to help you get there.
Yeah.
Like all the people that have been on the podcast or like yeah, all the people who have been on the podcast or want to be on the podcast are all people who are like willing to be part of
Mhm.
this like journey. So
'Cause
yeah,
they want that for you. Like
exactly.
they see how important that is for you.
Yeah,
So like they want to be there for you
exactly.
in every step of the way.
But yeah, are you ready for the next question?
Yes.
What is something that? Okay, hold on. Let me intro it. I need a segue. I just like. You ready for the next question? Okay. The next question. Andrea is one of the few friends that I have that have been in very long-term relationships.
I kind of knew this one was coming.
Yeah.
I knew this one was coming.
Like, a lot of my friends were all young and just kind of like.
She just called me Unc.
No, no, we're all young, but like
No,
a lot
yeah.
of us are in like, or we have been in the mindset of like, I don't want to be like held down by like a relationship, but like you, something that I admire about like you and Michael's relationship
Name
is
drop.
like huh?
I said name drop.
Oh
No,
my-
it's okay.
okay. My bad.
No,
Girl,
you're
you said
good.
his name earlier.
I did.
Something I admire about you and Michael's relationship is like the fact that like you guys are so healthy that you can both live your life. Like it's like I think a common thing that me and my friends have found in like relationships or just like talking stages or whatever's that we've had is like it just feels like you can't live your life. But like I admire that like when Michael went to like Beyond like and like you went to New York, like it's like you are both able to have your separate lives, but at the end of the day like you come back together.
Yeah.
So I admire that about your guys' relationship.
Aw.
Just wanna let you know.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell Michael right after this.
Aww. Just send him the link. Allah. Tell him to subscribe. Allah.
No, low-key, I was like, I told him that I was gonna come here after my nail appointment, and he was like, I don't know, he said it like it might be cringy because like we have our own like sometimes little nicknames or whatever, but he was like, okay, like go be a celebrity guest, and I was like, I don't know, just like little cute things like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go be a celebrity.
You guys
guest.
kind of give like you guys are the uncle and aunt that like hold on.
She called me Unc Part
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it an analogy. Back to the relationship question.
Oh
though.
yes.
What is something that you have learned in your relationship with Michael?
Ooh.
Michael's like, volume up, headphones on. I want to hear
Recording.
this. He's like screen recording it, sending it to his friends. Like, y'all see this? Like, he's gonna post on his story a free promo.
Depending what I say. I'm just kidding. No, okay, what's something I've learned? Oh my god, all these questions, like these require some thought process. And like not a bad way, but like I really want to get it right, you know?
Yeah.
Like I really don't want to fuck it up. Something I feel like I've learned so much about, like you were saying, like the whole preface and the context about growing together,
Yeah.
but in your own way.
Yeah.
Like I've really like that's been my main concept to work on ever since we started dating, because he's like my first serious relationship and I hope it's my only. But like from learning from my older brother and from like just other like my friends and their relationships, I feel like something I've always really tried to tell myself is just that, like be okay with independent time, but definitely like reassurance. And like, I know it's like kind of cringy to say communication is key, but it really is. Like, you cannot like, I know like it's kind of, I don't want to be a hypocrite because sometimes I have trouble with this myself, but like you can't assume that your partner is thinking what you thought. Like, I know I'm just a girl, but sometimes like I get kind of annoyed when like the plan didn't go to plan.
No, yeah.
But I never even said the plan out loud.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, why didn't he take us there? Like, I want to go to In-N-Out, you know, like, but he loves Chipotle.
Yeah.
But then I get annoyed and I'm like, wait, hold on. But I didn't even voice that out loud. But I've also learned, like, I think I just remembered right now. And I was just telling Lizette this while she was doing my nails because we were talking about our bands. And I told her that the main thing I've learned, not from like the relationship itself, but from Michael, is to be more like, what's the word? Very spontaneous. Like, he's a very shy person at first, and I'm even more shy. I'm more socially awkward, and I think he is too. But he really puts himself out there, and like whenever we go to restaurants, he'll like ask the server, so what's your favorite thing on the menu?
Dude, that is such a guy thing though. Because
but like, and I would never, but now I do because I picked it up from him.
I do it, but it's because of my dad. Because okay, this is like, my dad's always done it growing up. My dad's just a very like social person. Yeah, and, like, he's a very like curious person. Like, he's the type of person that like, he just wants to know more about you. Okay. And so like, but I didn't really notice this like heavily until we went to New Orleans, because like that man flourishes in the South. Like, I don't know what it is, but like when we're in any southern state, that man is cheesing. He's so happy. But when we went to New Orleans, like every restaurant we went to, he's just like, so are you from New Orleans? Or like, and there was a lounge in our hotel, and we would go there every night for like a nightcap. And every time we're down there, we somehow got like the same server, like the same server every time we're in the lounge. And every time my dad would talk to him, and he's just like we figured out that he was from Chicago but lived in New York, and now he lives in New Orleans. Like, he loves New Orleans. Like, that's why he stayed. And like, even we went to this breakfast spot. And the first thing my dad asked the guy was like, "Oh, are you from New Orleans?" And the guy was like, "Oh no, like I moved down here, but like the culture."
And you get
so
their
good.
whole like history.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's just like, it kind of just, when you are someone who like is so curious about that, it's just kind of like a grounding thing to be like, the world is so big. Yeah, like there's so many people, and like there's so many stories that like we literally do not know. And like the fact that my dad is just like asking questions, and literally I kid you guys not, the place that we went to for our Christmas dinner, we went back to like the next day for like a appetizer because they did a happy hour, and they literally remembered us. Like, they were like, "Oh, you're table 26." And we're just like, table 26. And they're like, "You guys came for Christmas dinner last night, right?" Yeah. And then we're like, "Oh, yeah." And they're like, "Yeah, like everyone in the kitchen and like all the servers were talking about you guys. They were just talking about how like friendly you were." Aww. And like the pastry chef came and talked to us. Like, she came out. Well, first she came out and she dropped off the pastries that we ordered for dessert. And my dad was like, "Dude, like, the the bread is so good. Like, whoever's the pastry chef, like, tell her that it's so good." And she was like, "Oh, I'm the pastry chef." Oh. And we were just like, "No way!" Like, we were like, it was like meeting a celebrity. We were like, "No way!" And like the first thing I said was like, "The server told us you worked at Dollywood." Like, I've been wanting to go to Dollywood my whole life. And she's like, "Yeah, like I was a pastry chef." But like, she literally talked to us, and like we just found out so much. Like, she was like, "I'm actually the pastry chef of the whole hotel." So like the coffee shop, she's the one who made the pastries for that. Oh my God. For breakfast, she makes the pastries for that. For dinner, for lunch, all of that, she does the pastries for everything. And she's like making these up. And those were the best desserts that I've ever had in my entire life. Like, that bread pudding was life changing. Really? And I was like, when we ordered it, I was like, order something else. Like, we've gotten bread pudding everywhere. And then we got the bread pudding. I was like, oh my God, gripping the table. I was gripping that table. I was like, it's so good. Oh my God.
Not the visuals.
I was like, the way that the custard goes with the bread pudding is so good. But yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's people out there, like your dad, like Michael. I honestly learned that from you too. Like, you could, like, whenever we hang out, like, and whenever I hang out with Michael, like, I learned so many things about other people. And I personally would never have talked to them because I'm just so socially awkward. And I also care a lot about what others think about me. Like, I know it's a really toxic trait, but like, I don't want to embarrass myself. I feel like I stutter. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to have a huge conversation. I mean, like, the furthest I'll go is like compliment a girl's outfit or like her bag or something, you know, like I'll compliment, but like I get so anxious and nervous whenever I start to think like, holy shit, this conversation is going farther than I thought. And so like
no, go back. Please,
I just start walking away.
I don't want to talk to you. Actually, it's just my job. I work in customer service.
No, literally. And like, but being with Michael, like, I feel like I've gotten a little bit better. And well, definitely I've gotten better at being like, literally I have conversations with customers now, and I'm not really considered like any regular's favorite, but like people remember me, or like they'll keep the conversation going. And I was like, I never thought I'd be like this, but it's because I get motivated from people like Michael. Like, I know it's kind of annoying, like even when our, like, maybe it is to you, like when your dad is asking questions, you're like, Dad, not again. Because like my dad's like that too, you know, like he'll make jokes, or like he'll make those dad jokes.
It's such a dad thing.
And I'm like, literally just stop. Just stop. But like, I've noticed it like with different people, like Michael, back to Michael. I really feel like he's definitely taught me that, like, to be a bit, to not care what people think about me, and to like just get out of my comfort zone and like compliment them, be present. Like, his thing is like, it's also a guy and like a woman and men thing though, man thing, to like for example, my perspective is like, oh, I need a plan for the future, and his is like, live in the moment. So I feel like it works perfectly together, because I guess it is one of those things where it's like, oh, opposites attract, but it's true, because like in that sense, like I kind of keep him ready for the future, but he also keeps me now. Like he's like, okay, we'll be present in the now. Like, have a conversation with the girl standing right there. If you like her bag, compliment the bag. If you have a question about the menu, ask her what her favorite thing is, you know? So I feel like maybe I kind of switched your question around, but that's the main thing I've learned from him.
No, I think that's good.
But yeah, shout out to Michael.
I love asking questions though.
I feel like
questions.
I
think that everyone at your job now, just your job, just your job now, bleep. Everyone there, like, they knew, like, I love asking. Like, I ask a lot of questions.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. Like, you brought like life into that place.
I think I'm just a curious person. Curious, but I do. I'm a yapper,
and I'm curious, and I am a yapper, but it takes a minute, lot for me to get there. But you know, once you know me, look at us. We're like fucking 2 hours into recording this,
dude.
But anyways, I hope that answers the question.
No, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does when you were talking about like customers, does Mike still come in?
The miso soup guy?
Yeah.
No. We were just talking about that the other day.
Really?
Yeah. But I low-key feel like I know what you're thinking. It's either that, or he really just got sick and tired of it being such a hassle, like, because it always was. So I don't know if you were still there when he started making it like extra on everything.
Yeah.
And it was like the 150 charge.
Yeah.
But then, well, it was like 50 cents, but it should be 150 times, because it's 50 cents times 3. Yeah. Well, anyways, that got so complicated for no reason, and like every single time he came in, like, it was someone that hadn't charged him before.
Oh.
So it was like like, so and so, go teach them how to do it. Like, he's a regular. This happens. Da 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 da. And then after a while, he just kind of like didn't even want to make conversation like he usually does at the bar with whoever's bagging his order. Because I feel like he just got frustrated. And then now he's like, it's been months.
Wow.
Yeah. No, he doesn't come in anymore.
Wow. Because the last time I heard about him was through Jasmine. Because Jasmine was like, bro, Mike just came in and asked about you.
Ooh.
And I was like, that's crazy. Lore drop. Mike, when I was working at that job, was my biggest op.
At first, right?
Yeah, when I first started being on register, like
Mhm.
he would get mad because I wouldn't want to have a conversation with him, but like it's very hard for me to conversate with a man,
Mm.
specifically like an older man, because it's just like what are we going to talk about?
Yeah. No, literally.
And also like Mike was just weird. Like he just always had
He's
something to
just
say.
very particular.
Yeah, and he always had something to say. Like
Mhm.
it's always like a weird comment, and like I don't want to talk. And then he came in. He came in one day and he came up to me. He held up his fist. He was like, "Truce." And I was like, "Yeah, truce." And I looked over at
No
Emily.
way.
Yeah, and I looked over at Emily and I was like, "Girl, truce what? One-sided beef there is because you're the one. You're the one who's getting mad at me about your miso soup. I'm just trying to do my job." Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
But that's also like so weird because it was never really talked about. The fact that he like, how do I explain this? Like, it was never really mentioned. Oh, did I make you feel uncomfortable? Or like he never really asked. Like, he never brought up the fact that you didn't want to talk to him, right?
yeah,
But he like picked up on it, and
yeah.
out of nowhere was like, "Oh, truce."
No.
Like-
He told Emily or
Oh, he told.
Libra. He told our manager. He told our manager and
Mm.
like made a complaint against me basically
Oh.
because he was like, she always has an attitude. She never wants to talk to me.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was like never mentioned.
No, he
And out of
did
nowhere,
mention
he
it.
was just like, truce.
But that's why I said it's a one-sided beef. because, like, what he was talking about though is because I was on Expo and it was really busy and he came in and got his miso soup and like I brought it out. He's like, "There needs to be more." Da, 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 da. So I
Yeah.
brought it back to the kitchen. Kitchen's pissed off. I'm trying to talk to them and he's like, "I've been waiting forever. Can I get my miso soup?" And so I look at him and I go, "Here," and I put it on the counter. I was just done. Like everyone was frustrating me. It was
See, it's such a hassle.
it was-
His
that's what I'm
order
saying,
is so
like-
simple, but such a hassle.
well, it's just because like he wants it this way, but I'm just like, I don't know, like, and then the kitchen is mad because they have to do more work, and it's just like, and it's me. I'm the bridge. Like I'm the one
Yeah,
who's
you're the
having to
middleman.
deal
Mhm.
with both him being mad and the kitchen being pissed off, and now I'm pissed off, and like everyone knows when I'm pissed off. Like don't talk to me. Like I'm about
Yeah.
to swing on you. Like
Mhm.
don't touch my screen. Don't touch my screen and don't talk to me. Like
No,
don't touch
literally.
anything.
Mhm.
And like everyone was just frustrating me that day. And I was like,
No blind ranking right now.
I was like, don't. I need to clock in. Hold on. That was like the number one thing I would say. I'd be like, hold on, guys, let me lock in.
Yeah.
I still say that.
No, he's very particular though.
Yeah.
I think that's why he stopped coming in. If not, I really don't want to say it out loud. But
Bro, I hope not. Like, I know he was a bitch, but. But I don't want that to happen to him. He had a
No.
wife.
I remember I got so sad when I found out that Doug died. Remember?
Doug died?
Girl, you knew.
No, I didn't.
Like years ago.
Wait.
Maybe like a year.
Who are we
or
talking
two.
about?
Doug.
The old guy, right? With the walker?
I don't think he had a walker, but
Oh,
he
we're talking about a different person then.
no, but he couldn't really walk well. But he didn't have a walker. He would hum when he was ordering. He would like,
Doug.
like he would hum.
I don't remember.
It's like
I'm thinking
this
of someone else.
old white man. He would order. Fuck, what he ordered? He ordered something really simple too, kind of like Mike, but like it was like a small rice, chicken bowl.
I don't remember. I didn't know he died though.
Oh yeah.
Does that one guy with like the glasses and like the veteran hat, and he always comes in, he either gets like a bonsai ramen or like he gets a number 9 plate.
With his wife?
No, he comes by himself.
Oh.
But he's the one that would always ask us to change it to the Chargers game.
Oh.
I don't know if you
No, I don't
know who I'm
think
talking
so.
about. But he like was my favorite regular because like
Really?
when I first started working there and I was a busser, I would talk to him
Mhm.
because he would always come in on slow days.
Yeah.
And I would only work night shifts, which is when he would come in.
Mhm.
But when he first came in, I was like talking to him, and I remember Juan being like, "Oh, like he's so mean. Like he's so mean to everybody."
Okay, but
But then I
who
was talking
wasn't
to him.
mean to Juan?
bleep
bleep, bleep.
Ah, so much work.
No.
But yeah, I would talk to him,
Mhm.
and like it was so funny. Like, and he would always smile when I would talk to him. And sometimes I was just like, maybe he's just mean because he's lonely. Like he's just a lonely old
misunderstood.
man, and like he just wants people to talk to him, but no one ever
Yeah.
gives him the time of day. But whenever he'd come in, I'm like, Chargers game? He's like, you know it. And I was like, what are we getting today? And then I would always run the food to him. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, how are you? He's like, I'm good. I remember one time we were talking about Christmas.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, I spent it with my family. And he was like, yeah, I wish I could have. That makes me so sad.
Dude.
Bro, next question. I can't keep going.
I don't want to get old.
Bro,
I'm scared of aging.
right? Aww.
Like,
I just don't want to be a lonely old lady.
No.
I want to like when people bring up the fact that like, oh, what if you're the only friend left?
Bruh, the other day my brother was like, did you know that one sibling is gonna have everyone at their funeral? No, is gonna go to all funerals and no one at theirs.
That's so fucking.
And I was like, you really? He said this at Board and Brew. I was like, I think it was Board and Brew, and I was like, yeah, I've seen that before. Like, let's stop. Let's just stop talking
Stop the
about that.
conversation there. Why would you bring that up?
Oh, it was so sad.
No, that's so.
I don't want to be a widow.
That's
either.
another. No, yeah.
Oh my god.
But I
feel
also I don't want to be the one that dies. Because then
no,
they're
I'd rather
alone.
die first.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to like be old and like the
Lonely.
moment my husband dies, like counting and hoping it's Michael, like I would rather go first.
Really?
Cuz I know that like when like family passes, like that's a whole fucking pain. But I feel like it's a whole different pain when your partner dies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. Why did we hit a fucking dead end again with this depressing shit? First, never getting to own a house. And now dying. Anyways.
But moving with the family train. What are some family values that your family has now that you hope to keep in the future?
Ooh. Again, good question. Definitely respect. I feel like I grew up with a good childhood in the sense that like I never saw my parents fight. Until you get older, you kind of find out all family lore, you know?
Yeah.
But but I was just talking about this with Michael the other day, like at Easter. I was like, isn't it crazy? Because we were looking at all the little kids. Sorry, I'm getting off track. But we were looking at all the little kids do their Easter egg hunt. And then later I was like, isn't it crazy how like when you're little, you don't know anything about family lore, but then you grow up and you're like, damn, that was happening when I was 4.
Right? Dude.
Like, and I'm talking about like extended family lore, like your aunts, your uncles.
Dude.
Like my grandma didn't like her when I was 5.
Yeah,
like,
or
you
like
know?
this person went to jail. Huh? I thought they were just gone. They were in jail the whole time. And like,
You said they were in Europe.
No. You said they were deployed, girl. No. They're a Bakersfield State Prison.
Stop, not Bakersfield. You know what Bakersfield reminds me of? That Tory Becca.
I was about to say that. The Victorious, when they have to go get the stuff for the glue. Yes.
Dude.
They stop for the ice cream. Bro, that'd be us. If
for the mango handles.
Dude, if they sent us to go do a side quest, we'd be like, I'm hungry. Can we
We'd
get
go to
food?
In-N-Out. We'd go to Handles.
We come back. We're like, hide the trash.
No, literally, be a whole other side quest. Wait, hold on. I got off track.
Family values.
Family values.
Yeah.
Yeah, just respect. I feel like I never saw my parents fight because of the whole respect thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, back to the whole, like, my parents will accept anyone as family if they are a friend. But also, like, you wouldn't be disrespecting my mom by, like, smoking in her living room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, like, I don't know. Respect is a huge thing. I feel like I grew up always knowing Sundays was for family, and I don't know how common that is. I feel like it is common because, you know, you go to church on Sundays and stuff. But, like, even when we got older, I feel like we always knew. Even when we kind of stopped going to church because we got busy with, like, soccer schedules and all that stuff, like, Sunday was for family. And my older brother, he's 5 years older than me, and so he had his time with, like, relationships, but still living in the house. Sundays was for family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was always like, well, where are we going out to eat? Like, we're going to Chili's. We're going to, well, first we had our Denny's phase and Coco's phase. And then it was
Coco's.
Yeah. Then it was
Unlock-
I started, oh, bleep that out. Then I started working there. And then they never really went.
so much
Sorry.
work.
A lot of
So
bleeping
much
in this
bleeping.
episode.
Just to protect ourselves.
And now it's Chili's, but it's always like Sunday. And I feel like I want to have that in my future family. It doesn't have to be Sunday, but definitely a day out of the week where you come together and you just have a meal. Like, having a meal together is so important. And even if we don't to this day eat dinner all the time together because I'm always out or my brother's at school, or, you know, like my older brother doesn't even live with us anymore, like, just having meals together. Because I feel like I did growing up, I've met people who have said I've never had a meal with my family.
Yeah. I didn't realize how uncommon it is to eat at the dinner table.
Or like we've never eaten together. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I remember like when I was becoming friends with like a more, I guess, diverse friend group, how like uncommon it is to eat at the dinner table. Like when I would tell them, I'm like, oh yeah, like we gotta set the table and like put the food on the table and then you bless the food, and they're just like, you guys all eat at the table? And I was just like, I mean, when we can, we do, but like you know, sports obviously is like a big thing, and then when I got my job, but like usually you eat at the dinner table or like you eat like at once. But yeah, I didn't realize that was such like a not normal thing, but I guess it is hard for people, like especially like with parents who work like overnight jobs and like all that stuff. So I guess I could see that, but I didn't realize it was such a big thing.
Yeah, no. So that's what I would say about my family, like respect and having a day where you like know it's about family, because family's so important. Like, it really does. Once you like really look at all your friendships and like just your coworker, and like they start telling you about how they grew up, like your upbringing is everything about you.
Absolutely.
Everything about you. Like, I have so many traits that I might not like about myself that belong to my dad or belong to my mom. The traits I love like belong to my brother. Like, you know, so definitely family. Like, very back to family. Family is like the most important thing. Core values.
Yeah.
And even if it's not blood, like we were saying earlier,
Yeah,
it can be your chosen family, like your friends. But yeah.
I think I like how my family is so like welcoming.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like my parents ever since like high school, like obviously when you're like middle school and like elementary school friendships, like you don't really learn about like the deep stuff about like your friends until like high school.
Yeah.
And so like my parents obviously have been in high school, so they know that. And my parents were always the parents who, like, whenever my friends would come over, would tell my friends, like, if you ever need a couch to sleep on, like, ours is open, like, or, just like any of my friends, they were very much like, well, if they need a place to stay, they can stay here. Like, it's like, they just like the house is always open kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And, like, I hope to be the parent that, like, is like, oh, like, yeah, like they could stay here, like, like
same.
you could have your
like
birthday here, like it's like a hosting parent, like I hope to be that. Do I want ragers to be thrown in my house? No.
Respect. That's where the respect comes in.
Like, people who are like, I have the hosting house, and they show like 100 people in their house. No, that's not ever happening in my house. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that kind of hosting house, but like if you want to throw a kickback with your friends, like throw it here. Yeah. I just rewatched Mamma Mia, the second one.
Okay.
I was just like, wow. Like, kind of makes me excited to be a mom.
Aww.
Which is a big step. A lot of my friends know I'm anti having kids.
I feel like I didn't know that.
Really? I've always been like, I don't really care to have kids. Like, I was just like, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not like, you know how people are like, I want to have kids. Like, I want to be a mom. I'm just like, if I'm a mom, I'm a mom. Fate happens, but like, I am not trying to be a mom.
That's funny. I've always wanted to be a mom.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the idea of being like an aunt that gives the kids back.
See, I've grown up to like not want it as much, you know, like ever since I was little, I would always be like that cousin that was carrying all the babies.
Yeah,
And
no,
like
me
my
too.
mom has this theory. It's like some kind of fucking Mexican myth or whatever. But she says that I'm short because I carried a lot of babies.
Whoa,
I don't know if you guys have ever heard about that one.
that's kind of trippy.
But I'm like, Mom, let's keep it real.
I
Like,
don't
you
know
and
if
Dad
that's
are
true,
short.
though.
Like, I'm not short because I carried
I also carried a lot of kids growing up.
But like, I would be the kid that was like, I was like 10 and I was carrying like kids on my hip.
Yeah.
And like, I loved babies. And I feel like and that's what she says. She says that I'm short because I fucking carried a lot of babies. But I've definitely grown up and I've been like, no, life's tough as shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to. I've had that idea cross my mind where I've had friends before say like, I'm not bringing anyone else into this world, especially the way it is now.
Exactly.
And they'd say that when we were in middle school, and I was like, oh no, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
And now,
nothing's changed.
In 2025, it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to bring someone into this world.
No,
like,
I wouldn't.
with the political and economic state of the world right now.
Absolutely not.
But no, I definitely am still like, maybe not as much as I was wanting to be a mom when I was a little kid, or like had that dream, but I do still want to be a mom.
Yeah, it's never been like I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it's like, I guess when you grow up with like a lot of kids around you, like I feel like we both have, there's two different ways you could go. And it's like, I've cared for kids my whole life, I'm done. Or it's like, I've cared for kids my whole life, I'm ready.
Okay.
And like mine was, I'm done.
See, that's what I mean. Like, your upbringing is everything, because I low-key feel like that's the route you went. Yeah. Because you're the eldest in your family.
Yes.
And you were also the first grandchild.
Yep. And it's just
in
like,
my family, I'm like the middle.
Well, not just like me being the first grandchild and me being the oldest, but it's like there's such a big gap between me and all my like all of the cousins that I grew up around, because all of the cousins that were my age didn't live here. Like it was me and like the oldest cousin that I had is 5 years younger than me. So it's like I'd never really felt like a cousin, more of like a, like I'm your elder, like, you know, I'm 5 years older than you. No, that's what I'm saying, because like, yeah, I don't know, everyone is just so much younger than me, and like it's always become like the saying that like with all of my cousins, oh well, Kayla's there, like she'll watch them, like that's how it always is. So like I've just come to the fact that like, yeah, I don't.
It's just because that pressure has been put on you already.
Yeah. But like that's what I mean. Like there's two ways that you could go. But like even like me and Jaden, like we're both the oldest, and we both have like a decent age gap between like a lot of
cousins,
our siblings and cousins and stuff. But like she does want to be a mom. Like she does want kids. But like I'm just like, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not.
But I'm not gonna adopt.
I'm not right. And like, you know, I'm not pushing for one. So like, I don't know. Like, I'm okay with it just being me and my partner.
Yeah. No. Okay.
And maybe like a dog.
See, I feel like I'm not. Like, I feel like if it was just us two, like, I don't know. Life is so crazy, but I feel like anything I've seen it in all types of couples. Like, yeah, if it's just you two, like, I don't know. I have a fear that like
you get bored.
You'd get bored. And like, yeah, you could like, you know, dedicate yourself to traveling as a pair.
That's what I want.
But like, also, like, don't you get to a point where you're like, what would a mixture of us look like? Or like, why don't we
I feel like that thought will always be in my head. Like, it's always gonna be like, oh, like, you know, maybe one day we'll have a kid. But I think especially when I'm first married to someone, or when I first get with someone, like, I just want to experience things with them. Like, I just like, I feel like I'm someone that like the best way for me to bond with you is to experience things. Like all of my friends, like I would much rather, I don't know, like I'm not much of a texter, I'm not much of a caller. I'd much rather like, let's plan something and like let's do something and trauma bond. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. But like I would love to experience that with like a partner. Like I would love to like travel with a partner. I love traveling with my friends too, but like it would also be really cool to travel with a partner.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, of course. I really want to travel more.
One day. One day I'll get that.
Well, we hit this block.
I know. Well, we circled back.
We finished end.
always get back to here.
No, that's so depressing.
And every conversation we have, and so I always get like, yeah, one day. But also,
One day
like,
I'll own a house.
I did make a goal that I do want to do one solo trip before I turn 25.
Ooh.
Like, I just want to.
I saw a TikTok of this girl that said she dedicated before turning 25 to visit all 7 wonders of the world.
Whoa, I'm not doing that. But
why not? You can totally do that.
Okay,
you don't have to go solo.
Some of the 7 wonders of the world are not great places right now. And let's look at, okay, I'm going to be 21, right? This is the first year of the presidency. We have 4 more. I'm going to be 25 by the time he's done. It's not looking good. So I think I'm planning just one
So
solo.
it's reasonable to consider one country.
Yes. And it's probably going to have to be the safest country that I can solo drive. I'm going to Canada. I'm solo traveling to Toronto.
Girl, you gotta go soon. 2028. What if we can't even get out of this country?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
It's like so like I've always wanted to travel the world. Like that's always been my goal, but like it just gets further and further from my grasp the older that I get. Like it's like either the economy is crap or like I have to buy a car or something. It's like damn.
We have a president that can't even say Happy Easter, and that's it.
Bro,
like he really
the
had
Pope
to make
died.
The
like
Pope
I'm
died.
screwed. I'm screwed.
Tariffs. This is gonna be a really nice like, what's that word? Digital vault.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should talk about all current events. Actually,
we should. Today is Earth Day, y'all.
Today, and we're indoors.
And we're
bro, what?
So we'll segue into our last segment, which I don't know if you've watched more than just Jaden's episode.
I watched half of your
The one with my cousin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was funny.
But we talk about our favorite movies.
Okay.
We're obsessing over.
Okay.
It's a light, easy way to end it.
Let's see. Oh yeah, ask your question.
Yeah. I could go first if you want.
Okay, because I need to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me get.
Ooh. Uh-oh. I can't think of one. I've watched so many movies recently. I'm trying to think.
I low-key got blocked with the questions too. Like mind blocked. Like I think I could have answered better.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. It's off the dome.
It is off the dome.
What did I just watch?
Movies? Hold on.
Oh, I just watched this movie called War Pony, and it's like an old movie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was kind of intense and dark, which I wasn't expecting. But it's about Native Americans living on a reservation.
Oh shoot.
And it's like the reality of a lot of, or I don't want to generalize, but like the reality, right? It's just like the reality of, I guess, this story of this guy who lives on a reservation. And I don't remember if it was in Oklahoma or, let me look it up. But the place that it takes place, like it was just like a lot. Like, I guess I don't know what I expected, like, I guess, like, life on a reservation to be.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. Yeah, it's a good movie to watch. It's very, like, I really like movies that put you into another person's shoes. And it definitely did that. And it was really good. It's definitely a little bit of a slower movie. So you really have to, like, sit down and take time out of your day to watch it. But it's really worth the watch. Like, it's worth the time. Let's see. Where does Warp?
Where'd you watch it on?
South Dakota. Prime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it basically talks about, like, this guy who deals with, like, being unemployed and, like, he has a kid and he kind of just feels, like, really helpless, like he's just trying to find ways to make money. But it deals with, like, I don't know, it deals with, like, drug abuse and, like, all of that stuff. And it's just, like, I guess it's just, like, a sad reality of, like, what a person's life could be. Like,
Yeah.
it also, he kind of seemed like, the character seemed like the kind of person who wasn't really surrounded, like didn't have like a good head on his shoulders. So like it's just very interesting to put yourself in that perspective. But it was a really good movie. Highly recommend.
How long was it?
It felt long because it's very slow paced.
Okay.
But I think it's just like a normal movie.
Like 2 hours.
Yeah, like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Mm.
But it feels like you feel like you've been sitting there for a while just because of the pacing is very slow.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because it focuses a lot on like the character. Like there's a lot of moments where you're just like, it's like a lot of sitting in silence.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like just huge on like character arc and like their growth.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the type of movie that like I'm interested in it by you explaining it to me. But when I choose a movie on like a streaming service, it's not usually something I'd pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, for example, it's so different to my response.
Okay, I'm very curious. What is
my
yours?
response is The Life List on Netflix.
The what?
The Life List.
What is that?
You haven't heard of it?
No.
You haven't seen any TikToks about it? What? It's like the newest rom-com on Netflix starring Sophia Carson. No?
I'm gonna be so honest. I've not been rocking with Netflix lately.
Low key me either, but then I saw that movie.
Oh, it was good?
And I was like, oh shit.
It was
Yeah,
good?
I've watched it twice. I made my best friend
wow.
watch it. Well, not made her, but
Really?
I was like, have you seen it? And she's like, no. And I was like, I'd watch it again with you. Which says a lot because I don't like watching movies back to back again. Like there has to be a really big gap.
Is
in
it like
between.
a 90s rom-com kind of vibe?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been having trouble getting into rom-coms lately.
Because they're
just
not like the original.
They're not good. They're just not as good.
No, I high key second that. But this one was good in the sense of like it was modern. Like they would make modern jokes or like I don't even know, was TikTok referenced? I'm not sure, but it was very modern, but it wasn't solely focused on romance. It was like Sophia Carson in the show. In the movie, I forgot her name, but like her whole it's like a good movie for when you're in your 20s, basically.
Aww.
Is what I'm trying to say. Like romance isn't involved, like there's like a love triangle and shit, but like you still have like they go through like family shit. She goes through like personal growth goals shit, like a lot of stuff. Like I feel like it really does capture like her like being lost in your 20s but then finding your way. Yeah. So I really recommend that one. You should watch it. There is like this whole concept where I was like, that wasn't really necessary.
Okay.
And when you watch it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but when you watch it, I feel like you'll know what I mean.
Okay. I didn't like the last thing that Sophia Carson was in.
Purple Hearts?
Yeah. That movie was so
Low
bad.
key, I'm not gonna lie. That's what me and my friend were talking about. Me and Steph were like, she hasn't lost her Disney touch.
No.
Like she's
still
a very big Disney actress.
Yeah, like literally watching Purple Hearts, I was like, bruh, this look like a Disney original, like, and not in a good way. Like
it's not
and like
Cloud9.
no, like this is not Lemonade Mouth. I'll tell you that. Like,
oh my god, don't get me started. That's me and Michael's favorite movie.
Lemonade Mouth.
I
haven't watched it in a minute.
That one and actually no, I won't say that's our movie. I think our movie is Let It Shine.
Let It Shine is so underrated.
Dude, Let It Shine, like, we be referencing it. Me and my little brother, too, we be referencing it all the time. Or, I remember and Rags. I feel like whenever I think of Michael and I in a movie or something, I think of Rags and Let It Shine. Did you ever see Rags?
That's the one, like, it's kind of like Cinderella. Is that
Yeah,
it?
but it's him.
Yeah.
I
I have watched it.
Yeah, no, that was good.
What is something that me and my sister always reference? There's always like I feel like we just always go back to High School Musical. Like it's just such a classic. Yeah, like
I tried rewatching all of them and I couldn't.
No, me and my sister love that. Like we'll do we'll be in public and I'll just be like, try, and my sister will be like, right now I can hardly. Like it's just like
either I'll be like pterodactyl fly. Like we literally like we bring up Let It Shine, and I'll always be like, but that's a tip. You know when he drops the tip. Dude, yes.
Me and my sister love Camp Rock.
Oh, I love Camp Rock.
Like we'll just be like standing there, and I'm just be like, you, me, face to face, but we don't see eye to eye.
We're like firing right now. I literally don't want to sing into this
You
mic.
could drive me insane.
like 5 feet apart.
Yeah,
from
literally
from
they're,
two
like,
different
looking at
cabins.
each other, and they're like, "We're like Venus and Mars," and they're like looking at each other, and then they start walking like
People at
around
the
each
campfire,
other.
like what
Yeah.
the fuck?
The other camp counselors are like, "They're at it again."
Oh, they're so cringe.
Bro,
They're
look
so
at
cringe.
rewatching Camp Rock 1. I literally cannot rewatch it when she's like, oh, my mom works in the kitchen. Like, girl, all of our moms did. Like, I hate to break it to you, but you're not the only broke bitch in America.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, no, I hate. I don't know. It might be people's favorite song and scene, but I feel like it's not talked about a lot. The scene where the girl, like, there's a different girl that sings. She's like, fuck, I'm blanking. I thought I had it, but with those two backup guys, the two backup singers, and then there's like a girl with like poofy hair, and she's like, it's like about her though. Hold on.
In the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking
It's
about.
in the lunch area.
Yes. I think I know what you're talking
Oh
about.
my god, what's it called? How does the song go? Hold on.
Whenever I think lunch area in Camp Rock, though, I think of like, we can't.
It's not
back
that
down."
one.
That song is so good. Not
Camp
right
Rock
now.
Cafeteria.
Yes. Sing it, Demi.
It's just so cringy.
She got that one. I gotta bleep that out. I have to bleep that out. I have to bleep that out.
Is that it?
Pretty much.
Damn.
What
I'm
how you
being nervy now. I don't
feeling?
want to leave.
I know. That's how it always goes, though.
Okay.
That was the end of this episode with Andrea. End of episode 7 of Off the Dome Ski.
Yes.
Love the earth. How lucky we are to live on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it. Cherish it. Take care of it.
And live in the moment.
Yeah. Hashtag YOLO. Okay.
Okay, peace.
Okay, bye.